Mouthwash. Stuff you use at the end of brushing your teeth to give yourself just a little bit of extra freshness. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if mouthwash is entirely necessary, but people that use it, they do tend to feel a lot better about themselves. Basically, you just take a little shot of it, swish it around your mouth for 30 seconds, spit it out, and it just makes your mouth overall feel even fresher than it would have if you just brushed your teeth. So in this video, I'm gonna be trying the 3 most common mouthwashes and basically just talking about them, discussing them, and giving you my thoughts. That's what this video is all about. Also, shout out to this being my first ever video on this YouTube channel. Those of you who found it organically, welcome, enjoy. I'll probably make a video later on introducing who I am, but I do have another channel, my main channel, which I'll have linked in the description. That's where I basically talk mostly about things like Zippo lighters and just random tech style videos and whatever. So this is actually the mouthwash that I use myself. I always get this color. This is the, it's called the Cool Mint. It's Listerine. You get this big bottle. It's pretty affordable. If you get a big bottle like this, it'll last you a while. So yeah, this is what I use by default. But obviously, this is all I have in the house. So I need to go out and get some more. So let's go out and find some others to try. And it is raining. Yeah, I'm on my way to Target right now to get some mouthwashes. I just really hope that they sell really small bottles of every color, because I do not want to buy big bottles of mouthwash because I won't know what to do with it all. I guess I'll just have mouthwash for a little while, actually, which is good because I do use it. Wow, I made it. I forgot how bad this parking deck is, but at least they have a parking deck so I won't get wet. Okay, so originally I was going to do a bit more of a try every type of mouthwash video. Unfortunately, I quickly came to realize in Target that mouthwash is incredibly expensive. So I've decided to make this a little bit easier on myself financially, and also just because this is my first video, I'm going to be doing this kind of in parts. So this first part is going to be me trying the 3 most common ones, and then down the line I'll be trying some of the more obscure ones that I've never tried before that are a little bit more specialized, including the brown one, which I have heard is disgusting. So I'm really interested to try the brown one. Okay, so we do have this one, but I already have a purple, so I'm not going to buy that. And we also have this one. This is what I already use, so I've already got some of that. We've got this slightly greener one. We have the zero alcohol. That is expensive. Why is that so expensive? Unfortunately, we only have big bottles of this, and I've heard nasty stuff about this. Like, this is not good, but it's $7. Do they have a cheaper, like, off-brand? No, I don't think so. Okay. I'm starting to have second guesses about getting mouthwash at Target. It's like $8 a bottle here, and they only sell big ones. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. This is crazy. All right, so Target was a bust, and this light is red, which is annoying. I was hoping I'd hit it. I was actually just thinking, why don't I go to a dollar store? Like, they have to have a good selection too, and everything would be cheaper. Maybe not $1, because that doesn't exist anymore, but yeah. Dollar General. I haven't been to a Dollar General in, I don't even remember. All right, let's go in here. Hopefully they have cheaper mouthwash. I would think they would. Okay, so Dollar General was absolutely blasting copyrighted music, so I'm not going to include any audio from inside the store. They did have a pretty good selection of mouthwashes. I did find this Rexall Spring Mint Antiseptic Mouthwash. That cost me like $1.50. So I did actually wind up walking out with that one. Yeah, so shout out to Dollar General. This thing was really affordable. It was really cheap. I'm extremely ecstatic to have gotten this from Dollar General. So yeah, these are the ones that I have here. I swear I have a purple mouthwash sample bottle here somewhere. However, I cannot find it. It is nowhere to be found. I'm a little worried it's at the office. But I will be at the office tomorrow, so I will be checking there to see if I can find that bottle of purple Listerine that I have. And that'll complete this trio of mouthwashes. So for now, just pretend it's here. There it is. So I guess we can go ahead and try what I have here. So I know this is not Listerine brand. Guys, it's close enough, believe me. If it's not, well, actually, that might be another video idea. Why not? Yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and start with my familiar one. This is the one that I use myself. I did just brush my teeth. I do believe that when you brush your teeth, mouthwash hits very differently in comparison to when you don't brush your teeth. All right, boom, got my little disposal cup and got my water, which is almost out, but I think it's enough for what I have right here. Unfortunately, I don't have the purple one at the moment. Yeah, let's just go ahead and try it. I'll give you guys my in-depth thoughts and whatnot. So yeah, the one I'm familiar with, and I think I'll just use this lid for both of them. Here we go. Let's try this one, just a very, very little bit, even though I did actually just brush my teeth, so I legitimately could swish, but no, I'm not gonna do any more than that. Okay, so upon sniffing, see, I really, really like this mouthwash. This is what I typically think of when I think of mouthwash. It's got a very strong mint to it, very clean, very fresh. Like, it literally smells fresh. It smells very sharp and just overall like it's gonna be a good experience. So, yep, switching it around. Yeah, see, this is incredibly, incredibly pleasant. It just tastes like fresh, minty breath. It's incredible. It is very sharp. I was trying to aerate it a little bit. That's why I was like, and I started laughing because it actually kind of burns the back of your throat a little bit, like the fumes coming off of it. Very minty, very strong. It's definitely still there. My mouth overall does feel like it is colder. I don't know. I like it a lot. It does stain your tongue though. Oh, it didn't really there. But if you get a good mouthful of this, like if you fill it up to the prescribed amount on here and then swish it, your tongue might come out bright blue. It's actually it's slightly concerning the more I think about it. Yeah, overall, guys, I really have no complaints about this. Like I say, this is my favorite mouthwash that I've been using. So yeah, cool, mint. I give it a pass. I mean, obviously, because it's the one that I use, and I buy these big bottles of it. All right, let me rinse this out, and we will move on to this one. All right, here we go. This is the Spring Mint Antiseptic Mouthwash from Rexall. Again, I know it's not Listerine brand. I know that we're mostly doing Listerine in here. I think, again, it's close enough. It will be fine. So let's go ahead and take this off. Again, like I say, I'm not going to actually use this lid. I'm going to use this lid just because I'm just going to keep it clean for now, you know, especially because it's going to sit for a little while. So while I use up that one, but this will be my next one. All right, aroma. Okay, this kind of gives me a spearmint vibe. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a spearmint. It's a little bit less sharp, a little bit less tangy. This one kind of burns the back of your nose. Yeah, oh yeah, I feel it right there. Like a little bit of a sharp, minty burning sensation. It's almost like it's singeing the back hairs of your nose with minty fresh flavor. It's crazy. But this one, like I say, a little bit less of that, actually quite a bit less of that. So I'm not really expecting this one to be quite as tangy, quite as sharp. And some people probably prefer that. I do know a lot of people do not like to use mouthwash because it will burn their mouths. They do not like that burning sensation that it gives them. It's a little too intense. They think it's too much. So maybe this green one might be the one for you. Enough talking about it. Let's go ahead. Beep, beep, beep. Little bitty bit. You can see right there. Fun fact, like, I don't know if you know this, like when you go to a brewery and you get like an IPA versus like a stout or a lager, you'll find that they'll give you different shaped glasses. Sometimes they'll give you a tall pint glass, other times they'll give you a tulip. The reason why the glasses have different shapes, in case you don't know, is because that actually affects the way that the aromas of the beer come out and hit you in the nose when you go to sip it. So this actually smells different in this lid here because it's a straight up and down thing. It doesn't have this narrow necked thing here that concentrates it. So this actually smells a lot more intense than this. Yeah, let's go ahead and try it out, guys. Oh my God. I get it out. It really starts, like when you do that, when you try to get that aromatic kind of effect going, it really burns the back of your throat. Like it's crazy. Okay, this, when you actually use it, is really intense. Like I actually was surprised.
This has a bite to it that is stronger than this one, which again, based on smell, like this one smells like it's going to be a lot more serious, a lot more like powerful of a mouthwash than this one does. In fact, I don't know why I put the lid back on. Yeah, this one smells like really innocent. Like it smells like, I'm just a little mouthwash. I'm just here to give you a little minty after, like a little minty finish when you're done brushing your teeth. Wow. That's crazy. I wonder if it's because I used them back to back. Like maybe this one actually, because that's something about you when you brush your teeth and you go to take, like, let's say you brush your teeth and then you immediately take a sip, like that last sip of coffee that you forgot. It tastes awful. The coffee will taste completely ruined because of just the way that is. So I don't know if this one is actually affecting this one. Maybe I should give this a little bit more time. Maybe I should have like waited 15 minutes before sampling this one. Maybe I'll come back in 15 minutes, although I'll have to get going around then. I have something going on this evening. But yeah, no, that really surprised me. I'm actually going to try this one again. A very, very little bit, not much. I just want to know. There we go. That much. I just want to know if this actually has that same intensity, and I actually completely just realized I forgot to rinse out the lid, so I might get a little bit of cross-contamination. Yeah. Wow. No. 100%. Excuse me, sorry, that was rude. 100%, this is less intense than this. That's nuts. And this is not that old. I bought this maybe a month and a half ago. That's no time at all for mouthwash. So, fascinating. Okay, let me rinse this out real quick. All right, cool. So like I say, tomorrow I will get my purple mouthwash. We'll come back to this video and we will try that out again. I might even try this one again just to see if it still has that same intensity. But this one really does feel like it's doing a lot more than this one does, purely based on the fact that this one has a surprising amount of bite. So, and hey, I got it at Dollar General for like really cheap, like $1.50, whatever it was. I don't know, may have to start making my mouthwash runs at Dollar General as often as I buy mouthwash, which is like maybe 3 times a year. Anyway, guys, like I say, tomorrow I'll be back with the purple one. Boom! We are so back, baby. Yes, so it actually turns out I did not have this bottle at the office. I have no idea what happened to it. It could be that I actually wound up using it all while I was, mouthwashless in the past. That's probably honestly what it was. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Move that right there, I guess you can see it, whatever. All right, so opening this bad boy up. It is good to have a travel size of mouthwash anyway, I guess. All right. Whoa. Okay, this is Listerine brand. I don't know if you noticed that. Wow. That's actually a little bit sharper than I remember. Also, does this have any special properties? It does say Listerine Total Care, which this one is called Listerine Cool Mint Anti-Cavity Fluoride Mouthwash. So this must be a little bit of a fluoride heavy. 24-hour cavity protection, restores enamel, strengthens teeth, freshens breath, cleans the whole mouth, unlike this one. I don't know. Kills bad breath germs. Okay, that's cool. So it does seem to actually have some more medicinal properties than this one does. So now I happen to remember that I liked this one surprisingly well. In fact, you know what? Didn't I say yesterday that I was going to try the green one again because of how sharp and bitey it was? I did. I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, let me hold true to that promise. Yeah, that actually is still pretty strong. This actually might be stronger even still than this one. Actually, here, let me just give this one another little shot. Yeah, I am acutely aware of what this one tastes like. This actually initially did not have any bite to it at all after this one, so this one is definitely actually stronger. So, okay, we got that out of the way. Again, let me just real quickly rinse this out, and we'll move on to the purple stuff. The thing is like they actually missed an opportunity. This does not even like have a smell of grape or anything to it. Whoa! Oh shoot, I could barely see it when I was pouring. That's way too much. Oh no. Well, I'm not gonna put it back because that's gross. So, all right, here we are. I hope that doesn't, you know what? I'm gonna try to take half of that. And if I need another reassessment, then I'll get another reassessment with this one. All right, how about that? This is a very difficult test to do because these are so potent that I'm pretty sure even with the intermittent rinsing, and this water's ice cold unlike it was yesterday. So like it's actually a lot less effective. I'm surprised because I don't remember this one being all that minty or all that like fresh feeling. And I gotta say, that actually is a pleasant mouthwash. I seem to remember it just being a little bit less pleasant, if you know what I mean. Like not unpleasant, but less pleasant. But actually, no, that's pretty good. And actually, my mouth is, although again, it could be from this one, this little monster here. I have a little bit of a minty, fresh feeling in my mouth, which is pretty good. It really does kind of taste like maybe a little bit more of a subdued version of this. And for some reason, they made it purple. I don't really know what the significance of that is. I guess it's just to make you think that this is a little bit more of a medicinally significant version of mouthwash. These, like I say, these feel a little bit more like luxuries, like Cool Mint. This literally is just making your mouth feel fresher. It does have the alcohol in it, which will help kill any excess bacteria in your mouth, so that's cool, or at least most of it. Honestly, it doesn't kill all of it, trust me. You do still need a floss. This one is actually an antiseptic, I just noticed. So, but yeah, like I said, this one is really, really strong. Yeah, no, honestly, it is actually a really good mouthwash, even though it has the weird kind of purple color. I do know that when I do go to the dentist, if I get a mouthwash with the goodie bag they give me, it will usually be one of these. Fun fact, I'm going to the dentist next Monday, so I guarantee you they're gonna give me one of these for free. Oh gosh. I think that's that. Let me rinse this again and I'll conclude this video. All right. So here's my lineup overall. Move that out of the way. Do not want to spill that. That is disgusting. Of mouthwashes. Let's talk about, first of all, my favorites in terms of their flavoring. And honestly, so you guys are seeing this backwards. So I'm going to organize this from your left to right, left being my favorite and right being my least favorite. Honestly, this is still my favorite as far as flavor is concerned. It's just really good. It's well balanced. Honestly, it's not too strong. It's not too weak. It's exactly, I think, what it needs to be. I really do enjoy this one. This is definitely a close second. I do like the minty flavor of this one. Again, it's just so incredibly overpoweringly minty that it's a little surprising. Definitely, again, like I said, an underdog. It actually has a very pleasant smell, a very unassuming, very much, you know, hey, I'm just gonna rinse your mouth out when you're done smell, but my goodness, when you actually rinse with it, whoo, yeah, get ready. You're gonna feel that for a little while. And then finally, we've got the purple one, which I am gonna set here. Again, this one also is a pretty well balanced one, I would say. It's just not my go-to. I guess I'm just a little turned off by the purple. I don't know. They're really hard to rank in my opinion, but I think I'm happy with this. Again, you know, this is just the one that I've always used and always have gone to, and I guess I'll continue to go to. But this is definitely a good one if you just like, again, like I said, it had a little bit of a spearmint vibe to it. So maybe if you prefer that, then there you go. It's not like a crazy spearmint. It's a little bit of a spearmint. It's subtle. And then of course this one, which, yeah, it's definitely minty. Don't think it tastes like old ladies and lavender or something. Like, it's good. Now, as far as mintiness, I think I can rank it like this. This one is 100% insanely minty. Yeah, get ready with this one. It's a good one. Honestly, I think it does what it's supposed to do. It's just incredibly minty. Obviously, this one being a little bit less minty, but still pretty good. You know, and then this one is just kind of what it is. Still surprisingly, actually, has a surprising amount of minty bite to it. Oh, look, my receipt from Target has been sitting here this whole time. That's fun. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I think that's it for this video. I know it's not the greatest frame. I'll come down here for a little bit. I think that's it for this video. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Yeah, stay tuned. I will do some more different mouthwashes in the future. I'm not going to be rushing out to get those anytime soon. But you know, if you enjoyed it, then yeah, maybe I will do it sooner. But obviously, let me know. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave a like and a comment, just so that way I know you're enjoying the video, and it'll get some good interaction going. So guys, that's going to do it. Thank you so very much for watching, and adios.